reached Samaritans. We'll be with you as soon as we possibly can. Please stay on the line. We're here to offer you emotional support, whatever you're going through. There's a bit of a wait at the moment. A volunteer will be with you shortly. We're putting you through to a volunteer now.
Samaritans, can I help you?
Good morning. My name is Howie.
Hello, good morning.
Good morning. Can you hear me?
Hello, sorry, I'm having terrible trouble here. Got quite a bad line. I'm here to listen.
Oh, thank you. I hope you'll be able to hear me.
Yeah, I can now. I can hear you really well.
Oh, okay. I want to talk about having a long-term health problem and not being able to access medical services. So, I have severe antisocial behavioral problems,
Right.
which are not diagnosed for 35
Right.
years.
Right.
When I
That's a long time.
when I try to get my medical file from the GP or the hospital or the NHS, if
Yeah.
I can't get my medical file, I can only get bits of it.
Right.
And the way that the GP notes are stored, it's like somebody has thrown everything in the air and just put everything back in the box. It's so totally mixed up. And about a lot of the GPs, like a dozen or more, their notes are even missing. And I'm trying to focus. I'm trying to put. I'm. 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 I can't find the words.
Okay. Take your time.
My children are being abused, and I'm trying to stop it. And I'm supposed to have a guardian, but the problem is that there are some things I can't do. And if I can't do those things, it means that I can't even practice doing those things.
Right.
And if I can't practice doing those things, it means that my brain will never develop in that area.
Right. Okay.
So I start becoming more and more of a cabbage as time goes on. Because the important parts of life in which my brain has to work is prohibited for me. And that's a huge problem.
Yes. You say you're supposed to have a guardian and you haven't got one, or you have got one.
I got one, but they abandoned me.
Right. Why did they abandon you?
Because they couldn't handle my severe antisocial behavior.
Right.
They had no training.
So, and then the next thing that you said to me was that your children are being abused.
Yes, I can't live with my children because of my brain injury.
Right.
I don't feel it. I feel very unsatisfied having children who do not appear to be my family.
Right. Okay. That must be difficult for you.
I have children who can't get any education.
Why can't they get any education?
And they've got health problems, and the government's not providing the correct support because they won't listen to me. They just ignore me
Right.
because the skills that I require in order to be able to communicate with them don't exist because of my brain injury.
Right. So your children not at school then?
They go to school, but they can't learn. A part of the problem also is that as a disabled person,
Yes.
I can't get involved with decent quality people.
Right.
And so I end up in relationships with people who are the underbelly.
Right.
Because decent people wouldn't have anything to do with me because
Right.
I'm so antisocial.
Right. Okay. And how does this leave you feeling, can I ask?
But I feel subhuman. I can't make any progress.
You said at the beginning that you've got a long-term health problem and you have major antisocial behaviour problems, and that for 35 years, you said at the
Yeah.
beginning of the conversation. And you said doctors don't recognise it. Is this, have I recalled that correctly?
I'm born in 1962.
Hmm.
In 1990, I was in a coma.
Right.
It affected me.
Hmm.
It made me antisocial. A bad person, if you will.
So do you exhibit antisocial behaviours then throughout the day?
Yes, that's what I do. I'm antisocial. I can't communicate properly.
You're communicating very well with me.
That's part of the problem, is that people can't see it.
Right.
And so they don't believe it. Like my neurologist says that he doesn't believe he does not believe that I don't have mental capacity. Even though I've got certificates proving I don't have mental capacity, he doesn't believe it. Which means that the doctors who've described me as not having mental capacity are fraudulent. That's what I was doing this weekend, was trying to go through the mental capacity statements to try to calculate whether I'm being defrauded or not.
Mm. And have you been going through those? And are these some of the ones that are missing? Is this what you're saying?
It's something like that, yes. I applied many times to the University College Hospital London for the notes, and every time I get the notes, it says that something else is missing.
Yeah.
I don't know how to deal with the situation. It's not just the fact that the notes are missing or disorganized, but the clinicians that I'm dealing with are not dealing with me correctly. And it leaves me feeling what the problem is. Is it because I'm a subhuman, or is it because there's nothing available for people because they're subhumans.
I can't answer that. No, I'm not a medical person. The Samaritans are here to listen. Um, Unfortunately, I can't answer your queries because I'm not qualified to do that sort of thing. But clearly, this morning it's obviously been very distressing for you.
You don't know what it's like having children who are being abused, and there's nothing available to stop it.
How are your children being abused? In what way? You're saying, wait a minute, I'm trying to think what you said about your children.
They're being abused because, as a brain-aged person, I can't live with them. Then they stay with my brother. My brother does a bad job. The police and social services take them away. To get them back, I have to go to a lawyer. The lawyer specifies that I don't have sends me to the doctor. The doctor says I don't have mental capacity. Nobody will ever speak to me again because of that. The police won't answer my questions. The social workers won't answer my questions. The lawyers won't answer my questions. The next thing I know, somebody is phoning me up, telling me to take my children back to Britain because they've been raped.
Where are your children now then?
I don't know where my children are. I've never lived with them. All I know is the police and the social workers took them away and they won't tell me. And then the person who the court gave my children to doesn't want to look after them and just left them on the street.
Right.
And they were raped.
Right. But you don't know where they are or...
No, I don't know where they are because I don't live with my children.
No. How do you know they've been raped? If you don't mind me asking.
Because the person who the court gave them to told me on the phone. I went to the police station. The police wouldn't speak to me because I fell asleep and they threw me out. But I found the court where the rapist was being prosecuted and I made photographs of the file.
So if the rapist has been to court, obviously social services are involved in with your children and are protecting them.
No, they are not protecting them. They are raping them. I'm trying to explain. They broke into my brother's house and they abducted my children and had them raped. They are not doing anything good. They're doing everything bad. That is why I need medical help to prevent them from doing that. I need to if I have a guardian, the guardian can instruct the children. They can get my children away from the social workers and they can come back to their family. You don't seem to understand. Social workers are not good people. They are not family. They are foreigners. They are other people. They're extremely dangerous, especially when you have a brain injury and you don't have mental capacity. They can do anything they want. They're very, very, very bad and dangerous people, especially as the social work regulator doesn't care and doesn't respond to my letters. I've reported dozens of social workers to the social work regulator, and when I write to the social work regulator, they can only find 3. It's complete, absolute nonsense. I've reported dozens. And it's so difficult. The moment you cross the border into Wales, it's a different social work regulator.
Really?
Yeah. The social work regulator for England is for England. There's one for Wales, one for England, one for Northern Ireland, one for Scotland, and then the Channel Islands and the Isle of Man have got their own ones.
Oh, right, okay.
That's the Britain for you. Everybody's run by a different authority.
I hear your frustration. Um, Unfortunately, I'm not in an advisory capacity. I'm here to listen.
I just think it's really bad when you end up with a medical condition and then you're just left at the hands of the government.
Yeah.
I don't feel that the government is the best person to handle the outcome of people with severe disabilities. I'm 62 and I've had the permanent after effects of a coma for 35 years. One has to live as a dead person, really. It's not good at all. You're never the same person. You're just like an antisocial cabbage.
I'm sure it's very hard.
There's nothing for you. You can't have a job or anything. I wrote to the in the noughties between 2000 and 2010 or so, maybe a bit longer. I worked with many Department for Work and Pensions schemes to get disabled people into work. None of them were any good. They just make you rewrite your CV. And then I work with a new one. Now I had another go because they moved me to Universal Credit, which was kind of like a shift because they stuck me on ESA forever. They just left you to fester. Then when they moved me to Universal Credit, I had to go to the job centre, and I read some things on the wall about getting disabled people into work.
Yeah.
And now go to this organisation. But I'm trying to explain to them things from my medical notes, but my notes are just a mess. But I found them back again after many months, and I tried to communicate with these people. But I just feel like I'm wasting my time for several reasons. One is that I'm a cabbage. Another one is because I'm a cabbage, they're just going to say he's a cabbage, ignore him, there's no hope for him. And that's what I feel. I'm 62. My life is gone. I don't know what age people retire.
I don't think there isn't a set age anymore.
But it's just awful. I want to be a human being. Why should I go through life as a dead person? got nothing to contribute.
Sorry?
I've got nothing to contribute. My children don't even like me. I can't even look after them properly. I need to give them severe beatings, but I can't.
Severe beatings?
Yes. They're complete animals.
What, your children?
They're animals. They're complete filthy animals. They're just... Their mother can't control them. They just leave... They live in squalor. I can't get them to understand that they should not live like that. They need to be beaten. They need to go into the army. They need military discipline. I can't discipline them because of my brain injury. They will never listen to anything I say.
Sorry?
They will not listen to me. They can hear what I'm saying, but they won't follow my instruction, because to them, I'm not a person of any important consequence or anything.
I'm sorry you feel like that. Are you planning today to look back through your medical records?
I've done that. I've put together a set. It can only be so big. The more you add, the more confusing it gets.
Okay.
I put together the basics.
Okay. So what are you planning to do today then? Anything to do with this or?
I don't know what to do. And another problem I've got is that trying to deal with my health is like a waste of time. It detracts from all the other things I should do with my life. I can't do those things because the health problem is always interfering.
What did you want to do with your life, or what do you want to do with your life?
I'm a geologist.
Right.
I have children that I can't live with. I'm struggling to get my wheelchair fixed. I need more time, but my time is taken away from me by having to deal with the neurological problems, which seems to be a pointless task because I can't achieve anything. And also, I have communication problems. So I end up not communicating with the person making the wheelchair.
Would it be helpful to ask for another guardian?
Ask from who?
I don't know. I don't know where you get a guardian from.
I just bumped into a stranger at the museum.
Oh,
I don't want to do that because
oh right, okay. I thought you got a guardian through some sort of referral system. I apologise.
they that referral system does not even exist.
Okay.
I found a stranger, and because I can't form relationships, the only way to bond us together was to have a baby.
Right.
And the baby was born in August 2023.
Yeah.
It took us 16 months to get the baby a passport so that the baby could have an identity. And then 6 months ago, the guardian just disappeared with the baby.
Right.
And I went to the doctor, and the doctor said I should get a new guardian.
Yes.
I don't see the benefit because all it will do is end up in another broken relationship and another baby who doesn't have a proper father. Because the only way that I could be bonded with a guardian is to have another baby.
Right.
Otherwise, I can't form a relationship. I'm completely isolated.
Have you phoned Samaritans before?
I did, yes.
And did anybody offer? And were you in exactly the same situation?
I've been in this situation for 35 years.
5 years. Yeah.
So, but it's just that last week I had 2 appointments with neurologists.
Yeah.
And it's just, one of the big problems is just that people don't believe, even the neurologists don't believe in what they're dealing with. And that's very unhelpful.
So what are your plans for today?
I was going to eat some apples. And I've got my document, which I more or less completed yesterday.
Yeah.
I have to send to my neurologist secretary.
Yeah. To do that. Have you had a drink this morning, like coffee or tea or?
No, when I eat some apple, I will also have a cup of tea.
Yeah. Yeah. I think that might be beneficial.
But thank you for speaking to me about, it's not just about having severe behavioral problems. It's also about how that then changes your life or modifies your life or leaves certain areas of life unable to be developed. That's what I wanted to talk about.
I think you put it across very well. Thank you for explaining it all to me.
Thank you.
And Samaritans are here to listen. We're here 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. So if you feel like this again, please give us a call.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. Bye-bye.
Thank you.